Okay, this is the reading for Sagittarius for the Valentine's month. I'm a little late on the draw here, but for Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day. Let's get started. Yeah, I'm off Facebook at the moment, but I took all my links off. I'm going to be going into MeWe social network, taking a stand there. So I'll be in there, and I'll be doing weekly readings in there, doing audio. We don't have video access or enough that I need to put I think there's a limit on it, to put my readings out, but I'm finding ways to do that weekly, and then I'll be coming out here monthly. And if you want to get notices for healing nights or live nights that I'll be putting out on YouTube, go in there and you'll get access to that, and then you'll know ahead of hand, that's not right, know ahead of time what's going on. Okay, first card, romance, Sagittarius. Here we go. We got the Three of Wands. That is about major jumps, leaps in reality here. Can be about engagements, going into partnerships. So major steps in a relationship is what I'm trying to say. So it can be great engagements, can be moving in, can be solidifying things, making a commitment to be true to each other, this kind of thing. Any kind of major step that's taken in a relationship, this can signify that. Ultimately, it's supposed to be about engagements, but it may not be for everyone. Okay, next card, Queen of Cups. So we may have a Queen of Cups in our midst here, or a Cups energy, someone who's caring, kind, gentle, considerate, compassionate. We may be taking on this energy, or we found someone outside of us that has this energy. This may be the object of your affections. Or this may be you carrying this energy. So we can be a fire and carry all of the compassion and caring and consider a little bit out of your element, to be that soft and gentle, because we have a presence. The fire energies have a presence about them, especially the Sag. They really do take charge. But we may be in a mode where we are softer, gentler, kinder, and more compassionate at this time. And this may be the scenario we're walking into. We may have someone interested in us to a degree. Can't spit words out. To a degree they want to marry. Okay, next card. Ace of Cups. In the romance deck, our cup is overflowing. So this is all of the emotions that we have within ourselves. We sided by the Queen of Cups herself. So she's the queen. She knows these emotions. She is full of them and going outward in them. So I feel like whoever is the object here, there's a lot of emotional flow going or ready to go in this direction. Now, if we're being proposed to, this is the direction it's going to go, right? Emotions overflowing is what they're saying. So we'll continue here to the next row. I added a line of wisdom cards to see if we can get something in that way to, to expand. Okay, on top of the 3, which indicates, again, a big step in a relationship, including engagements, we have 20, fulfillment. So whoever it is here, we may have a love interest. It's interesting, there's no object here at this moment, but we may also be ready for engagement here and fulfillment, okay, of the heart. Because the Ace of Cups also symbolizes our own self-love. We filled our cup up and are overflowing, ready to go outward to someone, ready to make that commitment, ready to be in a relationship that is committed. Now, this speaks to fulfillment. I feel like the Sag is really in a position here where we're dealing with, give me a minute here, I want to make sure this is, with an energy where we want to go outward to another, okay? And we're ready, again, for that commitment process. That is going to fulfill us. We feel like that is going to fill our cup. Having someone that is you know, the engagement process feels like it's the right thing to do. I feel like this is going to make me happy. This is what I'm getting. Now on the Queen of Cups there, we have invisible. This is interesting. Okay, so we have an engagement here. This is an odd energy, but nonetheless, we have someone who feels invisible. They feel like they're not being seen by their partner, or maybe they are single and feel like they're invisible to men or the opposite or same, whatever sex, to a partner that they're trying to attract. They feel invisible, like they're not being seen, okay? The Ace of Cups, again, this is about the energy that the Sag wants to go outward in. They're feeling very much ready to invest in a relationship is the sense I get. Ooh, wow. I get the Love card to clarify. Now again, here we have to watch because this is a Heart of Stone that this woman is cradling. So either we come from a Heart of Stone and are opening it up and trying to gain fulfillment in someone else, or we are making sure that our heart is softening from this direction. Either way, I feel like in the past we may have hardened our heart quite a bit in a relationship, and we're either learning how to open it up or opening it up and flowing outward. But somewhere here, somebody feels invisible, so that's not good. That's not a good mode here for gaining headway in the love department. Just give me a minute to get my words. Yeah, we may not be opening our heart as much as we think we are opening it to our partner, because our partner may feel like they don't exist. To you, they don't exist. To you, you may feel something for this person, but the way that you deliver love to them, they don't feel it. This is what I'm getting. It's hard to translate, but I feel like the Sag may be focused on a direction here where they're looking for fulfillment in a relationship. They've filled their cup up and they're overflowing. They're ready to go outward. They may have been in a state of stone heart in the past. Somehow here they got from stone to water, and they're going to flow into the emotional center. But a partner here, just look at how their back is to the love. They don't feel the love. They don't see it. It's not there. So this is being highlighted. Okay, next card, Six of Cups. Six of Cups speaks to someone from our past. It can be someone we had a high friendship with, someone we get along greatly with. They want me to look at it. Oh, yeah. See, the girls, I don't know if you can tell, the girls are kind of whispering like, pss, pss, pss. He's cute, like, pss, 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 pss. You know, and he's got the flowers in his hands ready to give to one of them that he's looking at. It's almost like, which one is he going to give it to? I don't know. But it's like, you know, little gifts of the heart, right? So this man, and you may be a Sag man, ready to go outward and give your love to someone. But we just may not have done that yet. And the sense here is that person that we may be going to may not have a clue about this, okay? It's just the sense I'm getting here. So on the invisible card to expand, we get the Ten of Cups. This is interesting, because the Ten of Cups is about emotional happiness and love and family. Everything's great and wonderful. It's like the end of the rainbow, right? Happily ever after, right? We want to create this with this person that we've noticed outward here, or starting to work with, but somebody here's not feeling it. It's weird. On top of the love card, we get the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands, he is focused on something. He's got that wand of action. He's standing ready to charge. He wants something. He goes after it. He gets it. There's no two ways about it. So again, that's your element. That's the fire energy. We're basically going out to find a love here that's going to bring us happily ever after. We may have had someone from our past come out, and we're starting to show emotions, or we feel maybe that this person, there's something missing here. I gotta say, either we met this person from the past and we feel like they're our happily ever after, and maybe we haven't gotten together with them, or we've gotten together with them but we're not able to open our heart to a degree because there's somebody here that just doesn't feel like they exist. Meaning the Sag is coming forward to be with them. They don't feel any of it, and I don't understand. So either we got a crush on someone we think that could be our happily ever after, and we're just not approaching them, not talking, not doing nothing, but we feel this is, and we're going to go forward and get that eventually, but it's not now, so this person has no idea. That could be. But we feel it's our happily ever after. That could be. Okay, we're going to go to the Infinity cards and bust this up. Okay, on the Six of Cups, what do we get? We get legal matters. So there may be some kind of legal situation getting in the way of all of this, or our ability to move forward in some kind of way, shape, or form. We may have someone from our past that we have legal issues with, yada yada. This is something as well. On the 10, what do we get there? That's, again, happily ever after, right? We get dream magic. There it is. This is all in our dreams. This is not in reality whatsoever. This person, this Sag, is all in dream time here. Reality, I think, like these cards are hitting me. Reality is we got some legal matters we got to deal with, some way, shape, or form. We're dreaming of a love here that someone that we really take very highly, we want to marry, but they don't know. They have no idea. And that it may be a water sign who's caring, compassionate, considerate to us. And we're willing to open our heart for them. Yeah, this is all dream in our head. So there's nothing here based in reality. That's why I can't ground it out, is because like something's missing. It's because it's not in reality at all. So somebody's dreaming about a love that they want happily ever after. It may be someone from their past, maybe someone they grew up with, someone they had a tie with a while back. Now on the King of Wands, there is about our focus and the way we're going to go forward. We have the code. That's the Vegas card, right? What stays in Vegas? Or what is it? What happens in Vegas? I made the card. I should know. Stays in Vegas. So secrets. So there's secrets here. Maybe legal secrets that we have that either could get in the way of this relationship, or is getting in the way of the relationship coming to fruition, or something like this. There's something about secrets that are being kept, and the Vegas secret is one that just won't be revealed. They just will not reveal it, okay? So we're going to get into the intimacy side here and see. This is kind of interesting because, yeah, this just ain't in reality. So it's someone we have a crush on, or someone we feel like we could make our a partner, or like we could that would fit, but we're not making any motions at this point. Now the King of Wands, he has the ability to do this, but because we have the Vegas card, it kind of says that, I don't know, the shady behavior here. So we'll just keep going. So this is interesting. On the three of Cups, we start with on the intimacy side. Three of Cups is about emotional connecting, right? We have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups. Ace of Cups is deep emotional in these decks here. This deck is about deep emotional connection, physical connection. The Two is, it just builds. Now, this is sensual as well, right? So the next card here we have is 20, the Judgment. Now, that's interesting. The Judgment speaks to, if you look at this dude, he is, not only are they being hit by Cupid up in there, in the heavens, these two, but they're being wound by, you know, karmic ties. Being wound between these two couples. Someone's being magnetically pulled to another. And it's highly emotionally energizing, right? A lot of emotions going in here. So the Judgment in this deck is about bringing two people together to fall in love. And it maybe hasn't happened yet. Next card is the Emperor. I feel the need to go in the book and see, because the Emperor is usually about taking charge, control. He's the last say, right? Give me a minute. Yeah, they're wanting me to look at things here. They're showing me this statue and they're going, look at all the emotions flowing. But look, he's not paying attention to that. And he has abundance at his feet everywhere. There's crystals on the floor. There's, you know, pomegranates, again, about indulgence and fulfillment with this guy. Sitting on his throne. Nonetheless, he's someone that takes charge. And again, it goes very well with this guy as well. At the end, these two powerful figures, sorry, wrong way. Two powerful figures. The Wands, he takes action. The Emperor, oh, he takes action as well. But Emperor has the knowledge base behind him. Well, so does the King of Wands. I mean, these are kings, not pages and knights. So they haven't had a lot of knowledge behind him, but he's sitting. This guy's standing. So we may have a little bit of a, like, we don't know what, we know the direction we want to go, but we don't know if we want to take action, or we're just very much up in our head. I feel like there's universal energy, like instinct, pulling us in this direction. Okay, to manifest. To go on the 3 there. We have the Initiate of Swords, which talks about reasoning in the mature side of it, like mature reasoning. So I feel like the Sag is trying to reason, yeah, that's simple as that. We're trying to reason. We have a knowledge base here to come from. And when we have the 3 of Cups backing that, it's like we're deeply involved emotionally with this person. Essentially, we're deeply. And there's a maturity here to deal with that and make decisions. Okay? Now, on the Judgment, we have the 4 of Pentacles talking about foresight. Now, this card is a little kooky because the foresight here, we don't know. Like, this woman is like stacking her cart full of stuff, and it's like, why are you doing that? Like, almost in a panic. And the sense is that we may not see things clearly is really what I'm getting. Now, the 4 of Pentacles normally is about stacking up and hoarding or pulling in, you know, like 4 of Pentacles talks to money. We could be hoarding our money. We could be quite greedy with our money, that kind of thing. I don't think it really is about that, per se, because it's coming on the couple. So what I feel like is there's a perception here that's kind of cockeyed, is what I'm getting. Now, she's throwing off all the groceries in the cart. Does she really need that much, is the sense. Now, if we go back to Judgment, we're tying these two together. What am I getting here? Something's out of whack here. Because if you look at her, she's not even dressed. It's like she's dressed in, can you focus? It's like she's not even dressed properly. Or is she? No. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just my judgment. I don't know. It just seemed like she was in her pajamas when I first went through it. And it's like she's going through there, picking up stuff, and going all, like, not in her right mind is what I'm getting. I don't know. Maybe that's really not something I'm getting from this card normally. But I'm just getting used to these cards. Just give me a minute. I'm going to go to the book because I'm conflicted here. No, I don't think I can. No, I can't. I put it somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. There's something I'm not getting, but I'll get it by the end of the reading. Okay, next. The Emperor. What do we get there? Two of Cups, self-perception. Okay, self-perception here. Taking charge of our self-perception. We may be taking action to work on ourselves at this time. Yeah, it's like we may realize that we have some work to do here, and we may be doing it, is the sense. Okay, I'm going to continue. Casanova deck. We have the Five of Wands, and this speaks to vanity, disputes, and tests of strength. Quarrels and squabbles, really. That's what it is. Yeah, we may have a fight here. Now, I remember the legal issues was on this end, right? Back in the Infinity cards, we talked about legal matters. So this may be in the background somewhere. We may be fighting and having disputes about some kind of legal issues, non-related, but highly affecting the area of intimacy here. Again, I do feel that this person, they may have a lot going on in their life, and they may not be, they may be daydreaming a lot about love rather than actually dealing with love. Okay, on top of the Judgment card, and this card I can't figure out the meaning. We have the King of Wands, and he speaks to honesty and a formal front, and he talks about experience. So again, that's that energy of, that's the fire energy, right? So we may be putting on a formal front to this person that either we care about or we're wanting to go in the direction. We may be putting on a formal front here, just blocking off all our either emotions or, you know, any kind of, what's the word? Revealing things. We're not revealing anything. Okay, outward is the sense. We may have something lingering inside, but we got a formal front, and we got to deal with certain things here, and that's what we're dealing with. And legal issues may be one of them. They do have honesty attached to this dude, and a lot of experience. Now, it's interesting to me, they pick honesty and they put a black mask on them, but nonetheless, yeah, I don't get anything there. I'm gonna leave this card out until I figure, because there's something about this card either I'm not getting, or like the energy, there's no energy here, none. So we're talking about foresight, so maybe that's the problem. We just don't have any foresight. We can't see ahead, and we don't know whether or not we want to go where we want to go in our future. Maybe that's the whole thing. So I'm like, there's no energy, and it's like, well, no foresight. So we'll continue here. Next, on top of the Emperor, and again, dealing with the self here, self-perception. The Emperor energy is behind there, wanting to take control of this in some kind of way, shape, or form. So changing it, mutating it some kind of way. We either have some kind of a perception of ourselves that we are actively changing at this time. Next card, or to expand on that, is the Sun. And it speaks to sincerity, renewed hope, and joy. So there's something here about the way that we either deal with ourselves or we have figured out about ourselves that we are changing. That's going to create a new sense of happiness for us as we go forward. Renewed joy, renewed essence, and hope for the future. Okay. Now Millennium Cards. Okay, on top of the 5 there, the 5 of Wands, again, there's struggles. I feel like this could be in a legal way, or something in the background of romance is really what I get. We have the Hangman. Just let me go back. Yeah, because it started out with love, right? And I feel like it's very much in a daydream. There's reasoning here that we got to deal with some legal matters. And this is going to create quarrels and squabbles and trouble. And then we have the Hangman. So this is putting a pause to things in the romance direction. On top of the King of Wands, we get the Lover's card. Just give me a minute. That was, yeah, again, the Judgment, right? Bringing together two people. There's a sense here that the, just a minute, the Sagittarian is very much in favor of this, but in no way going toward it, is the sense I'm getting. Now, the Lovers on top of there, that's the choice to come together with someone. So I feel like either over this month or through this month, we may have had a relationship that was in limbo or on a break or broken, that we were highly, it was high in our mind, but not in our reality. And I feel highly driven. I feel universally like Cupid's pulling these two together. Now on the Sun, again, there's a renewed sense of joy that's come into this man or woman after they deal with themselves, their self-worth, self-issues, self-perception, you know, or changing the self-perception. We may have had a bad image of ourselves, and we're trying to change that and look more favorably upon ourselves in order to gain that partner, okay? Spitting things out, okay? And then on top of that, we get the Princess of Swords talking about ready to fight. So whatever it is here, we are, whether it's a relationship or a legal battle, we're ready to fight against it, is the sense. There's something here. If it's a relationship, there's something here we want but we don't want. I think we want it more in our head than we want it in reality. We're not able to deal with it in reality. I don't know. But we're ready. We're in defense of it. We're ready to fight it off, is the sense I'm getting. We may have had time to think about a relationship and realize we don't want it. We got to get rid of it. That may be. Or we're ready to fight the battle that's in the background of all of this, and then the relationship just stays on pause. Now again, this foresight card, I'm going to have to look into that more, but the sense I'm getting is there's a lack of foresight here, having to do with either a legal matter or a uniting of lovers. There's a lack of being able to deal with this in any way. Okay, oh, that was confusing, and I don't know that I really nailed it there either. I must say, it's very empty energy. It's almost like reading a script and going, okay, put it away. There's no connection to anything of the heart. So really what I'm feeling is a lot of this and a lot of this. A stone heart and people who feel invisible is what I'm feeling through the whole reading. And they're looking for fulfillment, but they can't find it. It's not there. So I don't know where they're going to find it, but I'll bet you any money it's hidden in this secret that's never going to be revealed. So I don't know how that's going to work, because we got, where are they? We got this, this, and this. We got the Lovers coming together. This is in the middle, they said. And this goes on this side. We got the Ten of Cups. That's the fulfillment that we want. Where's the other card? Yeah, I think that's about it. Somehow here, oh, and this is, yeah, this is the Judgment. And the universal energies. Basically, this is the universe tying these two together. This is the reality. They're kind of just trying to get introduced. And this is somebody in their head saying, yeah, we got the kids, the family, everything's happy. But in reality, really, all we got is this. We're by ourselves, ready for our emotions to go outward, and we don't have anywhere to put it. Because our heart is, I hate to say this so bluntly, it's coming out like I have an axe to grind here, but we really have a heart of stone and we don't know how to give. And and the partner outside of us doesn't feel anything because we aren't giving to them. So I don't know how this is going to work. But anyway, that's, wow. Sag, I'm sorry, that's your reading. Okay, so we'll get into my anime cards here. My boy has an anime deck, or I bought him a deck, and these are about angels and whatnot. So I thought I'd bring them in here for Valentine, see what they'd have to say. So first, Sag, we have Raphael talking about healing. And if you got a heart of stone, that is really the first place you got to go, is to find healing, because that's the problem. Somebody helped you turn it to stone, shut it off, and now we got to go back and deal with some energy of opening it back up so that we can find a love, right? Because the sense is that we're blocking it off, even though we may, well, it may not be the same person. We may be in our head dreaming of a love, but just there's nothing in reality that comes close. Raphael. Let me see. So I'll just read here what they have about healing. And if I get anything intuitively here. Okay, so Raphael is about healing, and he is designated service to heal the physical wounds of mankind. He appears in the cards to bring your attention to and reassure you of a healing presence if you are in need of mental, emotional, or physical support at this time. And I do feel emotional, absolutely. This person's needing like emotional guidance to help them open their heart. I feel like this person may not have ever had an open heart at all. And I think they feel like maybe they're on half, 50%, and the universe is going, no, like 5%, sure, but not 50. Like we really have no concept of what being open-hearted means. So like this is something we have to learn. It's just nobody in our universe is around us to teach us that. So that's what is really what I'm getting here. So the energy brings relief and recovery from physical symptoms of unhealed issues that exist in the subconscious. And again, we may have had past relationship issues that have just bound, and that's what's creating the heart to be hardened, because we just never dealt with any of those issues to begin with. So these symptoms arise where there is no outlet or means to express or discharge these issues. And again, not either, because sometimes, we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to deal with it. So then therefore we never heal, we never emotionally breathe. So we just suffocate, and then that's what turns the heart, right? Raphael's elemental association is with air, which is the Hermetic order is said to be the result of the combined energy of fire and water. So consider the steam the result from the combination, and it's no coincidence that letting off steam is a common way to refer to finding a means to release powerful emotions. And I feel like that's what this person, the Sag, really has to do to heal in order to not go forward in a stone heart, is to release emotion. And yeah, they're showing me the difference between crying for our reasons and crying for real reasons. Not that ours aren't real, but ours are a perception of what happened and the reality of what happened. And this is why Because when we leave these relationships, we may have a view of the person and the situation that is incorrect. And this is why. So we may look at them in anger when it's not anger that we should be giving, or we may look at them in, different ways. But if you get my drift, those that those will get it, that need it, get it, or whatever. I'm not going to worry about how I word it, but the bottom line here is that, and needing to look deeper than just the surface of things, of why people left, like motives and all of this, and blaming is really what I'm getting here. We need to blame people, and if you back away from that a bit, and you just say it is what it is, and you just, the more you deal with that, the easier it is. But when we start blaming people, then it builds an energy, and then that in turn turns to more gunk to deal with. So in a way, we can create our own disharmony above and beyond the reality of the situation. So hopefully that transferred. So yeah, letting off steam. So consider a scenario where that steam that you're letting off cannot find an outlet and is trapped inside the body. It has to find a way to express itself, and in that desire for expression has a potential to create or find a result of the building pressure and need for release. A damaged cell and, okay, hold on. Here, I'm putting my accents. Hold on. Where's the beginning? Okay, so we have steam trapped inside the body. It has to find an outlet. So that desire for expression has the potential to create or find, as a result of the building pressure and need for release, a damaged cell, and then put all its intensity into that cell. This leads to the proliferation of damaged cells, which in turn leads to disease. So Raphael assists us in healing the physical manifestation of unexpressed and unhealed emotion. Call upon Raphael to heal physical wounds, and also on the power of Michael to remove the intrinsic issues that are in the source of this wound. So yeah, I feel a need. Are we gonna, okay. They're really wanting me to send some energy here, so I'm gonna do this. Just give me a minute. Sun's energy provides energy of strength and positive expansion. Okay, just give me a minute. Hopefully you hang on here, because the sense is that we need to release this. Sometimes we have a block. I'm going to try and get through to it. So visualize, okay, give me a minute to put my glass on. Visualize yourself. Take a breath. In through nose, out through mouth. Close your eyes. Relax. Visualize yourself as complete white light. So your whole silhouette is covered in white light. And there's your heart in the center, beating, illuminated, right? We're going to put clear energy into the heart to remove any blocks that we may have there. Any wounds that we may have from the past, any power that we are not using at this point will become manifest to use and utilize forward. To open that heart wide open. This may include purging of emotions from our emotional center of past issues. If that is so, let it go. Let it go, let it be, let it flow. All those emotions need to be purged for us to go forward cleanly. So invite that in, invite that emotion, because that is your lifeline to going forward in the way that you want to go, the way that you want to manifest. Those dreams and desires you want to manifest are blocked by the emotions that you hold back. You need to let that flow outward. Anything that may be putting pressure on the heart, anything that may be damaged in the emotional sector is going to come forth to purge and be released so that it cannot build no longer in the soul. It cannot accumulate no longer. I'm getting a lot of tempers, right? So this will be your guidepost. If you feel very calm, relaxed, and cool, things that usually get under your skin no longer get under your skin, then you know that you're making progress because you're releasing and letting go of issues and whatnot. So Raphael will come to heal you and assist you in this way. If you're connected to me, this video, they can connect to you. And it will create physical manifestations relating to the heart. It will bring in physical things to help you heal your heart. People that will be on a level of more heart-centered beings will attract to you. As you heal, these will step up. You'll notice this. So as you take that energy in, and you know, your heart, you know, whatever color, I don't know, whatever color, sometimes when you go, there's the heart, it's beating. Is it red? Is it black? Is it green? Is it blue? What color is it? And then look up the meaning of that color that you saw and see if that doesn't help you in some kind of way, a spiritual meaning of, or chakra color meaning. Look into that for yourself and see if you gain any insight. Now, as you're looking at your heart, visualize it turning from whatever color you had to complete crystal white light. Just like the rest of your body, your silhouette, crystal white light. We're going to clear it. And like my son would always say, I'm taking a gun and I'm shooting it with white light. So then it would shoot it, and then, you know, sometimes you'll see debris flying, gray, black, whatever. Shoot it clear, and then close it down, seal it up, so that healing, and then I infuse green light in there, the whole thing. You visualize all this for yourself, and you just could be listening to this and just numbing out, and it can happen. And then the green light I put in to the heart, and then I let it flood the whole rest of the body, and then I seal it up, and we seal it up, cleanse it, like, you know, like a cellophane wrap kind of, and then you're good. You go, and you can do a that's kind of your cleansing ritual, you know. What's his name? Adam the Dream Healer. He used to do things like this. Like, he had great visualizations for cleaning, you know, different parts of the body. And when you do this for yourself, it absolutely can be effective, not only from me to you, but you to yourself, doing it after, you know, just before bed or whatever. So there's something about here. We may be becoming physically ill due to a lot of repressed emotions that are starting to harbor in the body in bad ways. So the need to release them. This is really the first step, is just to feel them. That's it. Just feel it. And then you'll notice your whole vibration changing. Because the more we hold it in, the lower the frequency. And so if we release it, then we increase our frequency, and it's easier to go forward because we're not as heavy. Anyway, that's the deal. So yeah, it says call upon him to heal physical wounds, and also on the power of Michael to remove the intrinsic issues that are the source of the wound, which is will come back if you do not fix those. And those are things, like you say, or like we say, you have to kind of be conscious of what you do and how you do things and why you do things in order to get to those. Again, another person that is interesting to look into is Louise Hay's work, because she talks about healing the body and soul and whatnot, and the connections she makes are very profound, and I find that that's my little Bible. So I'll show you. I just used it today. Heal Your Body. It's a good book, and it has like mental causes for physical illness and the metaphysical way to overcome them as mantras to say to release it. That's it. That's all. That's what it is. So there we go. Okay, so that's your anime card. Sorry guys, that was a little unique, but they just said do something and not refine there, but a visualization process nonetheless. Okay, so the dragons, they needed more power. Everybody's needing more power in their relationships is what they said to me. So we need to bring the dragon cards out. And the dragon card we got for the Sag is the fire and water. What do you know? Because we got fire and we got water. So it's very succinct to this reading. Fire and water dragon. I like when that happens. Okay. Enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected and have fun. This is the fire water dragon. Yeah, fire and water are opposites, really. In the sense here is that we can learn a lot from each other. Now, this may be the person that you're dreaming of going to, or somehow universally trying to be tied to this kind of thing. There may be some unexpected, what did they say? Expect the unexpected. But there may be some unexpected things happening in that way in this relationship that'll come forward here in the near future. So they're saying be prepared. To act quickly is the sense. Yeah, and also if you deal with your healing, you're on the right track. So hopefully that helps you as you go forward. So again, I'm on the MeWe station here now. I'm off Facebook. I'm going in there. I'm doing weekly readings. I do pictures and audio because I don't have enough video to accommodate all the readings, so I just do it pictorially, and then I do an audio. It seems to be working okay, so I'm going to do it that way. But I'll be off Facebook for good here in this coming week, and I'll be in YouTube. I will be doing live stuff and whatnot. I think I did say this. I get lost at when I said it and when I didn't. But I'll be doing live stuff, and if you want to know when those are, go to the MeWe room. The link is in YouTube. My intro video for Valentine's Day, it's attached to that video, and you'll get linked back to the MeWe room, and then you can get notified when those live nights are. I'll be coming up with those soon. So take care, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Have fun and be kind.